Hello and welcome to another YouTube kettlebell workout. We're starting to rack them up a bit now, quite literally, in today's workout. So I hope you're prepped and prepared. Today's workout will be between 20 to 25 minutes long. I'll try to get the whole video wrapped up under the 30-minute mark. So let's give it our best shot. So to do that, we're going to crack straight on. All you're going to need to do is follow me and listen to what I say. You'll need one kettlebell, 8 kilogram, 4 kilogram, 12, 16, 20, whatever you're capable of. That's all you need. And a little bit of space on the floor. So let's get you warmed up before we crack on. It is a more advanced workout today. The clue's in the title. So if you don't feel up to advanced, whatever that may be, then of course look back at some of the previous ones and some of the body weight workouts that I've done to get more comfortable. There will be some more advanced movements in this. I don't really have time to cover the technique per se into great detail. But if you're feeling like you're raring to go and you fancy a challenge, then give it a try. I'll always try to give you some sort of idea to regress it or make it a bit easier, if possible, that is. So let's get you warmed up. So the first thing we're going to do is just start off with some bodyweight squats. So hands like this and down like this. Hands like this, that doesn't make it, just, yeah, hips square to the target, feet also square to the target with your feet slightly facing out if you want to, but then just knees travel in line with the toes up and down like so, just trying to sit nice and low and we get a bit lower as we go. But bodyweight squats are always a perfect chance to get warmed up, to loosen up your back, your hips, your glutes and your legs. So a bit of everything. No timer for now, just follow me as I do. I've got the timer prepped and prepared in a second when we get into the good stuff. So just a couple more squats will be sufficient. Okay, and then I'm going to move this out of the way and we're going to go for some ab walkouts, one of my favorite things to get warmed up. So just touch your toes, stretch out your hamstrings. And from here, we're going to walk ourselves forwards into what we call a cobra, like this. And then we're going to rock back into a child's pose, like this. Then back to here, and then pitch your bum up in the air. Stretch out your hamstrings as you walk back. Just going to go for a couple more of those. Touch your toes, walking down into your cobra, into your child's pose. Back to here, and then back up. Very nice. And then final one. Touch your toes, walking back to here, like so. Lovely stretch. Even better stretch, love it. And then back up to the top. Cool. And then that will be sufficient for a warm up. The first movement that we're going to do sort of gets you warmed up anyway. And if you have a good array of weights, you can go a bit lighter to start off with and gradually ease your way into it. But as always, if you fancy more of a warm up, just do more of a warm up yourself. I'm on a strict quota to get this squeezed into that 30-minute mark or so. So let's get you prepared. So I'm just going to talk you through a little bit about today's session. I'll do it one at a time. So we've got 3 phases to do. Each phase is the same, but we have different movements to do. So we have 6 movements to do. Very simple structure, 30 seconds of work, 20 seconds of recovery. We have got 2 movements per phase. So blah, 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 lots of stuff. Let's just crack on. So the first 2 things that we need to do are some single arm alternating swings where you catch at the top. Like so, like I said, a bit more advanced, we're going straight in. That's the first movement. The second movement is going to be a rack up and press. Back to the ground, rack up, press above your head. So they're the first 2 movements we need to do. We need to do 4 sets of both of those. So basically, just follow what I do. Just to give you a quick hint about the alternating swings, a single arm swing looks like this. We just do 1 arm at a time, if I do it front on as well. Sort of like this, 1 arm at a time, but the alternating swings, just simply catch at the top of each rep and do the following. You notice I twist the kettlebell, you don't have to. You can go straight and straight, so make sure you have your other hand ready to catch at the top. That's what they look like. But let's get ready. First 30 seconds, alternating swings. Second 30 seconds, rack up and press. Repeat, 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 a total of 8 rounds, 4 of each. So here we go. Round number 1 coming up in 5 seconds. So let's get ready. We're starting off with the swings. So 3, 2, 1, and off we go. So we're catching at the top of every round, of every rep, should I say. Each round is 30 seconds long. So just focus on getting some good quality reps done here for your first 30. And then you get a quick 20-second recovery in between this movement and the rack up and press. In that time frame, I can talk you through a few bits that'd be useful to know. So 3, 2, 1, and good. So here's your quick 20 seconds. Next movement, rack up and press. Don't do it just yet, but it looks like this. Stand over the top of the kettlebell, rack it up to your chest, and then press it above your head. Back down, back up, and press, like so. So here we go, so 3, 2, 1, and off we go. So up to your chest, press, above your head, back to your chest, and back down. Very simple combination of a few movements, but these are your first 2 movements that we need to get done. Just think straight back, straight posture at all times through the movement. Trying to get as many good quality reps done in that time frame as possible. Okay, there we go. So there are your first 2 movements. That's 1 round done of each. We need to do that another 3 times in total. So it's not an overly tough workout. It's more so about getting some more advanced and technical movements in there today. But it will get tougher, of course. So swings in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Again, I'm pushing that weight away with my hips. I'm trying to relax my arms. I'm trying to get into a nice steady flow. I'm not trying to force anything too much. I'm not leaning back. I'm standing up tall at the top of each rep. Here's a more technical movement. A little bit of coordination is involved. It's almost there. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, nice. Another round of that done. Back in for those rack up and presses. Any second now. Just follow with what I'm doing on screen. If it's a bit confusing, go at your own speed. If you can't do one, just stick to a single arm swing, for example, if you can't do the catching. But this one should be okay. So 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Another round. Let's do a couple of reps from side on as well so you can see what it looks like from the side. Straight spine. I'm sort of doing a deadlift here down to the bottom, keeping my back straight, keeping my knees soft. Okay, good, nice. Round 2 done of each, so we're halfway through this first 2 movements. We're going back into the alternating swing in a sec, and this time I'll do it from front on, so you can see what it's like from front on. If you can't do the alternating, do the first half of the round on this arm and the second half on this arm. So 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Here we go, we're off. Notice I'm nice and soft with my knees. My feet aren't too far apart. Lots of people like to go very wide on a swing, which you don't necessarily need to do. Puts a bit more stress on the hips. I like to go quite narrow and just focus on keeping my body in sort of a steady tempo, steady rhythm, like so. Good, round done again. So starting to get the heart rate up a little bit. Good kind of intro phase to the rest of the workout, this one. We got more where this came from with some different movements as we go. So here we go. Clean and press, coming up, 3rd round. So 3, 2, 1, and let's do this. Round 6, oosh. Love it. You might hear my microphone cracking when I do a press. That's a mixture of my clothes and my joints. They click on every single shoulder press. No pain, just a bit of a click. Oh yeah. Good. Okay, 1 more round of each. We're going to go back into those single alternating swings in a sec. Make it as good as your first round, even as we start to get a bit more tired. Then after this, you're going to get a minute to recover while I explain what the next 2 movements are. So we're going to keep the timer rolling. So here we go. So 3, 2, 1, and let's do this. Almost it. And good. That's just single arm alternating swings done. 1 round left before a minute recovery. And it's just going to be, you know the deal. Rack up and press. Very simple structure, very effective though. Can squeeze quite a lot of volume in as we go. So here we go. Last round of this. So 3, 2, 1, and let's make it the best. 1. And there's no need for you to count your reps. Just try to get as many reps done in every single round as you can. Because it's the last round, if you've seen my videos before, I always tend to go a bit faster, try to get as many reps done in as I possibly can. Almost there. Good, okay, so now we get that quick minute and 20-second recovery. It has to do the final 20 seconds. So now you get your heart rate back down, and you might hear some beeps in a second. Just ignore it, we're going to get a further minute to recover. But while you get your heart rate in, I'm going to tell you what's next. So 2 movements, swing snatches, try and keep me concentrated between a few things. So we're going to start off with some snatches. This is the first real movement that we start to get really advanced with. Snatches first, goblet squats second. Goblet squats are very simple. Just hold the weight up here like so and just squat down like so. Try to sit nice and low with the kettlebell attached to your chest at all times. You can also hold it like this as well if you desire. Find a way that's comfortable to hold it on your chest and just squat. Snatches, right. It does take a whole long video tutorial, but I don't have time for that, so we're going to try to pop it in. If you can't do it, I'll show you an alternative, but a snatch from a swing looks like this. Swing back, press above your head, back to your chest, swing, snatch, you're going straight up above your chest. If that's too complicated, you can do a rack up and a press like that. So you can do either. I'm aware it's a complicated movement, but we're going to go straight into those. So 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Like I said, the problem with YouTube workouts is that you don't always have the time to teach, but hopefully those that click this video will be more advanced anyway. When I hear the halfway beep, by the way, I'm going to switch over and then go with this arm. So just switching over arms, so on and so forth. I'll show you from different angles as we go. It's all about getting into a reasonable sort of tempo, and I've chucked that one straight at you there, haven't I? So we'll come back to that in a sec, but next up, the more simple goblet squat. Like I said, snatch is a bit more technical. On my Instagram, I've got plenty of tutorials for that, but goblet squat coming up in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Just sitting down as low as you can. I'll do it from side on, but keeping that kettlebell on your chest at all times. That's good. Get a good steady rhythm, sitting as low as possible, putting the weight through your heels, and good. Okay, quick 20 seconds, so just briefly on that snatch. In slow motion, it looks like this. So you go swing back, you come up to about here, bring your elbow in quickly and punch up to the sky. What it's not is a straight arm all the way up. That will hurt your wrist. So it's a quick boom, boom, punch. So here we go. Pull into the top, punch up to the sky. The problem is when you do it quickly, you don't necessarily notice it, but it gets more smooth and simple with practice. So I'm going to switch over now. And again, it is a more advanced movement. It's something that takes a while to teach. Good. But like I said, if you struggle with that, you can just do a single arm clean and then a separate press. Whatever's easier for you. But goblet squats coming up for round number 2. Let's face this way. This time, let's keep it exciting. So, here we go. So 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Final 10. Notice that I'm trying to keep my back as straight as I can, trying to sit as low as I can on my rep. Good, okay, halfway there. 4 rounds of 8 done. What I will do for this round, I'll do a set of clean and presses so you can see the alternative. If you don't want to do that, carry on with the swing snatches if you feel like you've got it down. But 5th round, so 3, 2, 1, into those snatches, but I'm just going to show you the alternative for those that might be struggling with the snatch. So just follow me on screen if you want the alternative. It's a great movement to start to build up to the snatch. I'm going to switch over now, halfway. Okay, nice, there we go. So that was a clean and press, single arm. That's a good way to learn the kettlebell snatch. But next round, as it's the last round, I'm going to go back into the original. Again, just try to pick up on screen the technique. But squats coming right up. Here we go. Almost there. Good, okay, so we've got 1 round of each left. Hopefully you're following along. Like I said, advanced, a bit more advanced. I've got a beginners, I've got an intermediate, but there's quite a big step up. And hopefully soon I'll be releasing a super advanced if you're feeling really fruity. But follow along for now. Last round, so 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So last round of snatches. Do it from front on as well so you can see. Yeah, that's a halfway mark, so make sure you're switching over if you need to. Trying to extend your arm above your head. 1 more. Wow, fantastic. Okay, so you're really trying to extend the arm above the head with a good extension here, bicep close to your ear. Anyway, that's that done. Probably the most complicated movement of the day. Last round of goblet squats coming right up. Make them as good as your first. So here we go. So 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Keep it going. Keep on pushing through that burn now. The squats always get the heart rate going a little bit more, as to the snatches. So you're going at your own sort of steady speed, whatever you can maintain. Good, okay, there we go. There's your round up again, following that timer on screen, it's always there. So phase 2 done. We have 1 phase left to do. So you like to do a bit of a shorter, crammed in session, but you've got 1 minute and 4 seconds left of recovery. I'm going to talk you through the last 2 movements now. So I would say those snatches, if I can get my breath back, were probably the toughest movement to learn. So let's peel it back a bit now. 2 final movements. We've got a single arm rack up. You get it to the top. Once it's here, you alternate lunge. So you do 30 seconds of left foot, right foot, so on and so forth. So basically, don't worry about this bit too much. Just get the kettlebell up to your chest like this. Make sure it's comfortable. Don't be out here. You're gonna be across the middle into here, yeah? Then feet together, step backwards with 1 leg, step back with the other. And just keep on rotating, left foot, right foot. Every round you do, you're gonna switch over arms. So first round, I'm gonna rack up my right arm. Second round, left arm. Third, right. Fourth, left, and so on and so forth. The other movement is very simple. It's, again, rack it up again. That makes it a bit more advanced. You're just gonna press it above your head with a bit of a leg drop like that. But we'll come to that in a second. Lunges. So 3, 2, 1, and let's go. It's all about trying to cram in as much chatting into a minute as I possibly can. Hopefully you're paying attention to that timer. and you're keeping up with it better than me. But yeah, keeping this racked up in a solid position if we can, halfway there. Again, with any sort of rack up, we're working our arms and our core a lot as well. So naturally, it will burn a bit. Just see this one through. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good quality lunges are key. And what I recommend, now that we're going to go into that single arm shoulder press, start on the opposite arm as to what you've just racked it up with, so you have a bit more recovery time on this arm. So I'm going to start the pressing on this arm. So here we go. So 3, 2, 1. The clue's in the name. It's a push press. So it's not a strict press. You load your legs and you press up like so. That's it. What you do with this arm is totally up to you. I tend to just have it in to my chest at all times. So now I'm going to switch over. So I'm racking up with this side, and we're going with this one. Everyone has a dominant arm as well. So for me, it's a lot easier technique-wise on the right arm. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. First round done. Again, hopefully you have a light enough kettlebell to be able to do that. If you don't, you can just do double hand, press it with 2. There's always a drop back. For the lunges, you can do body weight as well if you want to. But here we go. Round 2 coming up. I'm going to do the other arm. So 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So now I've got it racked up on my left arm. Hopefully you've switched over arms as well. If you notice with the lunges, I'm dropping my knee right back to the floor before I come back up. I'm trying to get good knee health, good full range of motion. Halfway there. If you can't do lunges for whatever reason, you can stick to the squats. Working some sort of quads is the aim of the game. Good, okay, another round done. Back to those presses. I'm going to start on this arm this time. So just racked it up with this arm. Hopefully this will make sense. So let's get ready. We've got 8 seconds before we go again. So let's get that rack up sorted before we start the round. So we've got 3 seconds. So I'm getting it racked up now in advance. And let's go. Press. Little drop of the legs to help get a bit of momentum on that press. As you can probably hear, steady breathing. I'm trying to regulate my breathing as much as possible. That's halfway. While speaking, it's always a tough job. Last one, squeeze it in. Good, okay, so we're now halfway there. Very good. We've got 4 rounds left, 2 of each. I'm gonna go back to the right-handed racked up lunge, just one more time. So let's get prepared. Here we go, rack it up, get into position. So 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Again, lunges can sometimes be a bit of a tricky one because they require a bit more strength and a bit more balance. So if you can't do it, it's fine. Like I said, just do the squats. Keep it going all the way through to the end. You might start to get a bit of burn in your shoulders now from the constant rack up. It's all part of the plan. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, nice. Penultimate round of shoulders. I'm going back to start on my left arm, but once you hear the halfway beep, you switch over. So again, just try to follow me along as much as possible. But we're getting there now. Final few minutes to complete. So here we go. So 3 seconds. Let's get it racked up. And we're off. Push, press. Push, press. Good. Try to really get a full extension above your head. So really good arm, straight arm above here. Keep it all healthy. I'm going to go for one more, and then I'm going to switch over. Good. I'm now going to rack up this side. And as for the kettlebell placement, it's across the lower palm. Lower palm. I'm going to one more. Okay, good. Nice. Ooh, one more round of each now. So final round of lunges. I'm going to rack it up with my left arm. Then final round of pressing. Again, a lot to cover, but I'm hoping that most of you are already sort of at this sort of level. If not, then reference some of the previous workouts that I've uploaded. Left arm, here we go. Lunges, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Halfway there, keep it going. Try and squeeze out as many reps as you can. Final 5 seconds or so, keep pushing through. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. Right, on to the last round of pressing. I'm going to start with my right arm. See this one through, and then you're done. Then you can relax, then we'll have a quick stretch, then I'll let you go. So last round of push pressing, half and half. Let's rack it up. Here we go, so 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Let's make it a good last round. We know it's only 15 seconds to do per arm. You might have to go lighter if you have a selection of weights. Come see this one out. I'm going to switch over now. Pump them out, get these done, but also go at a steady speed so that you don't injure yourself in the process. Final 3, I'm going to go for one more. Lock out, good. Nice, you can now relax. Let's just turn this off. Solid work. So just 3 phases, each round of 12. So between the 6 movements we've done, so 36 rounds. Again, trying to keep my maths in gear somewhere along those lines. So a good amount of work completed. So very well done. We'll have a quick stretch. I'm going to pop this kettlebell to the side just to create the room, and stretching will be much the same as normal. Not too long, just enough time to get your heart rate back down a bit. So let's start off with the shoulders. Straight arm across the body, give them a nice stretch at the end of the session. Always feels quite nice. And sort of pull it in towards the chest. But yeah, you might also notice with anything racked up, you might also get a bit of tender bruising on your wrists. I'm just going to switch over. That's why you notice in the land of kettlebells, lots of people wear chalk on their wrists and their hands. It gives you better grip in your hands, but also can prevent a bit of the bruising around your wrists, especially if you start to sweat as well and it starts to get slippery. I'm going to do some lower back, some side twists. Myself, when I do a heavy kettlebell workout, I have pads that I put on my wrists because I've got skinny little wrists. So just to protect them a bit. However, having said that, it doesn't do any harm. It's just a little bit of impact and unfamiliarity, I suppose is the word. You're not used to racking up a kettlebell every day, so your body hasn't built up the tendency for it, I suppose. So now it's going to do our legs. Just follow me along on the screen. But yeah, just a little simple mobility drill just to get the legs moving. I'm going to switch over arms. I'm just holding on to this little thing behind me just for balance. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. That was the first sort of advanced workout I put on my YouTube channel. Most of the other stuff is more for beginners. It's going to go back to this first leg, and now I'm going to go straight on and back. Last little bit. Like I said, I will be uploading a even more advanced one in the coming weeks, which will be a right joy. It'll be a right treat to do. If you're at the level that you can do that, then brilliant. Come along and have a little watch. I'm just going to switch over again. If not, stick to this workout. Stick to a few others that I've done. You can always reference my Instagram as well. I've got lots of workouts on there for free. So yeah, it's all there. It's all out there to find. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you can now relax. But yeah, cheers for joining me. Hopefully I kept that under the 30-minute mark. We'll find out somewhere. But yes, have a good day. Enjoy your recovery, and I'll see you in the next video.